hear the sound of time, stories weaving words that climb, whispered tales in a cozy nook. Welcome to the magic of every book. Bookshelf babble, take the stage, turn the chapter, fill the page. Laughter, wisdom, stories to spare, a podcast world where books are everywhere. From paperbacks to leather spines, mysteries, thrillers, and classic lines. Stories crackle, voices ring, dive on in, it's a podcast thing. Adventures waiting just one word away, from Austen's romance to Hemingway. Gather round, it's the bookish delight, unfold the tales under podcast light. Bookshelf babble, take the stage, turn the chapter, fill the page. Laughter, wisdom.
Hello everyone. You're welcome in Bookshelf Babble podcasts and live session in HelloTalk application, where we talk about books and related topics with people around the world. Okay, it's time to start our session and let's go to application. If you're not familiar with HelloTalk platform, it's an application where people around the world learn languages, and I very often use it to talk about books because here it's present very nice feature when you possible create voice room and people from different parts of the world possible join. My voice room has name "What book are you reading?" If you want to join, just to find this voice room and apply to stage, and we start. Okay, let's go. Just to tell hello for everyone and mention that I'm stream this voice room on YouTube. Okay, yeah, I am ready to talk. I just wait when someone join to us and we can talk. Yeah, it was an active day today. I do a lot of stuff. Yeah, maybe maybe I just like to mention what I'm reading. I still reading the book that had name The Road, about post-apocalyptic world when people try to survive. When main character son and father going through the country without a final target, just try to survive and live maybe some next several days, just a main plot. I think it's a very popular book. I'm not sure very popular, but it's winner of Pulitzer awards. I don't remember in which year. Yeah, I'm reading this book. Also, today I'm started to read book that has name Humans of New York Stories. Yeah, I'm started reading this book. I just show this book here. You can see it's like to my lighter paper variant of this book. I think it's very nice. It's very nice book and very nice idea behind of this book. And this project started as like to photo project when photographer just makes a photo of some strange on the street, New York, and also they try to ask the strangers about some kind of like quotes or some kind of thoughts, and in result this project started as like interview of some strangers and takes a photo of these strangers. And this book it's like a compilation of nice photo and very nice, sometimes very nice like short stories of page of like a person who present in photo. Yeah, I just start to read this book, and it's not about reading, it's more about like to see the picture and see the context. I like this kind of book because you can just like to deep dive in context, in atmosphere of the city. In these photos, I really see that like a true vibe or true atmosphere of New York, because you can see like regular elements of the city, like to walks, like to some kind of gates, schools, parks, and so many other elements it's like common in every city, but these elements not visible on the movie or in some some kind of in popular movies. It's about what I'm reading. This book has name Humans of New York City. I not check, but author of this book has own blog. They posted photos and like short stories. I just type name of the book here, Humans of the name of the book. It's more like to photo, a book of photos, like a photo album, like this. Okay, you're welcome to join to stage. If you want to talk, just raise your hand and I will add you to conversation here. Also, if you want ask something, you can like to write your question in chat. If you want to watch, I'm trying to stream this session on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and watch this session too. Yeah, you can choose what you want, but I prefer to talk here. My favorite genre of novels, it's some kind of survival books when people like to try survive in some extremal condition, especially in post-apocalyptic world. It's my favorite, but I very often read a non-fiction book or some kind of biography or some kind of photo album what I started read today. And from my side, I want to ask what book are you reading in current moment, or maybe what book I completed maybe soon. It will be nice if you share here and write the name of the book, because I like to collect some people's suggestions for future reading, and try to find some information about this book. It will be nice if you write it here in chat. Yeah, I think it's a good book. It's not depend on genre. Um in any genre possible is present some very nice books. I think it's the best book is book that attract your attention and like to involve you in story. Yeah, I think it's some kind of novels. It's more like to more simple read than like to non-fiction or like to some popular science book, because you should be like to be very attention for whole books. It's not so very easy. Yeah, about real people. Um, it's very nice, like to kind of book. In this case, I just can suggest Svetlana Alexievich book. It's the first Belarusian Nobel Prize winner in literature, and her series of book about like to Chernobyl disaster, about last Soviet Union time. It's very nice book. It's just like a compilation of real story from people. Yeah, I remember my feelings. It was very very interesting. I read this book in just during some like several days. In this case, I can suggest like to last her book about last like 2 years of Soviet Union that has name the Second Hand Time. Yeah, it's her last book. Um, but if you like to search through the author, you also find about like your her previous book what very interesting too about Afghanistan war and about Chernobyl disaster and about Second World War II. It's just like a compilation of real story from real people. Okay, I have one additional like question instead on not only about what I read in car moment. I like to ask people what book you can suggest about like about life in your country, or maybe show how people live in your country in maybe in current moment or like in past time. uh, I know a lot of about your country, but it will be nice if you suggest one book from your experience. Yeah. Because from one of my last book, I read a book that has name Fever. It's South African author. It's just some kind of post-apocalyptic book, but its main and interesting fact is like to action happen in South Africa, and in book present a lot of like to context description of nature, description of like to relationship between different kind of group in this country. Yeah, and I like this kind of book what show like to life in some specific area and specific country. Okay, hello. You're welcome. If you want to talk about book, just raise your hand and I will add you to conversation here. Okay, let's go.
Hey,
Hey, hello, how are you?
pretty good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm fine too, thanks. Okay, it's very nice to see here people from Belarus. Yeah, you are
Yeah,
located in Belarus.
fellow countryman.
You're
Sorry?
you're in Belarus now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you?
No, I'm living in Sweden now. Yeah, but I still
Oh, Sweden.
yeah, but I still
Did
keep
you like it there?
yeah, it's very nice. I like this country. It's very
So hence why you speak English, I guess.
mm,
Good practice.
yeah. uh, I not start learn Swedish language. I just focusing on English during the last 2 years, and in English here it's very like to popular and spread, and you without like a problem possible like to communicate anywhere on English. Yeah,
Oh, that sounds great.
yeah, it's good place
I
for.
wouldn't want to learn Swedish myself.
But I think it's not like to not very difficult, especially if you now like to German language or like to now English. It's not so complicated to learn this language for. As example, my wife, after 1 year of courses, they she speak on Swedish. I think very good and very fluent.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, my little son is speaking English too, but he didn't learn especially he just go in kindergarten and like to play with Swedish like to children's.
Yeah, he would assimilate pretty quickly.
Yeah,
In the following years, you wouldn't be able to tell him from Swede.
yeah, yeah. It's for children, for small children. It's not like a problem. You should be just like to put them in environment, and it's very simple. They just like to get new words, new phrases, and like to uh, start use this like to conversation structures for conversation.
Yeah, children, they learn pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to back for like main topic in this voice room. Can you just like to share what are you reading in current moment or maybe completed?
Oh, at the current moment, I'm reading a history book on the history of Teutonic Order.
Teutonic Order. What is mean?
Yeah, the Crusaders of the North. It basically tells how the order was formed, what were its goals, what was the structure of the order, and what was its history.
Do you remember the name of the book?
On military history, the Teutonic Order. I guess it goes something like that. Just give me a couple of minutes. I finish my cigarette and I'll check this out for you.
Okay. You can just like to tell the name. I try to find it by name.
Yeah, but there is a specific author. In history books, it's very important to follow a specific author
Okay.
because, well, some of them could be biased. And when it comes to fictional literature, I think the last author I read was Guy de Maupassant, a French author. He wrote short novels.
Yeah, but do you enjoy these novels?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I enjoy most of the literature from the 19th century, including Maupassant. That's French classics.
Yeah, yeah. I I heard, but I never read anything from his work. I just like to slightly worried maybe because it's so like maybe old. It's like in French context. It's maybe not so like interesting for me. I'm not sure. It's I don't have like some kind of attraction to, especially for French literature in this time. I don't know.
Oh, well, I see.
Uh, do you have like to I don't know experience to read some like modern Belarusian authors?
Oh, no, I really haven't. I'm more into classics, you see, so I don't really read modern literature. Except for scientific or historical works, basically.
Okay, Teutonic Knights. Okay, okay. I just try to
Yeah,
find.
this guy is pretty interesting. I haven't finished it yet, but as far as I can tell, it's pretty good. And what are you reading?
Uh, just just a second. I try to find. Um, yeah. If you do, if you talk about me, my favorite genre is just like some kind of post-apocalyptic book when people try to survive in some conditions, in extremal conditions. And in this case, I am reading the book that has name The Road. Maybe you watch the films with the same name. Uh,
No, I haven't.
it's
I'm not really into post-apocalypse
yeah,
things.
it's just like to some very dark like to context when like to all planet is die and a father with son try to survive without like to hope. It's very like to sad and very dark book. But in same time, I just started read today a book that has name Humans of New York. It's not like to novel. It's just like photo album where it's collection of photos of strangers from New York streets and some short stories about these people. Maybe just like one sentence what these people mention when talk with photographer who takes who took his photo. I think it's very nice because it's very interesting to see how on people just in another city and see and like to these people in very like to common condition like to maybe in school in park in street in like to crossroad. Yeah.
Oh, I actually have a similar book about Moscow. Its name is Moscow and Moscovians.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's look like to I don't remember it's the same name for novel. uh, Moskva и
It's
Москвичи. Yeah, I think some kind is very popular in some modern like to normal. I just try to find Moscow and
yeah, it's Moskva and Moskvichi in Russian, and it's my father's book collection. I've never read it. I only touched it.
yeah. I heard, but I don't remember like to true conditions, like to true like to context about what this book.
I think it's more like a guide about Moscow to all the Soviet people to know about the capital, because it's a Soviet book basically. So as far as I can tell, there's just a tourist guide with some historical context.
Hmm. I find some like short description about this book in Wikipedia. Um, yeah, yeah, but it's just like to more some kind of like to guides. It's about history of like to Moscow and people like to who live in the city, but uh, this is just like to, what I'm reading. It's just like a photo album. It's some just
But yeah, it's
small
kind of
peaks of
different.
real people, and you just like to uh, try to uh, touch to history, no, not history, just for like to some like to relationship with these people. I think some kind of people maybe die because it's maybe old people and not exist, but some other people just continue living in New York, and their life change some specific um, in specific like to direction. um, yeah, it's very I like to imagine this how their life possible uh, happen now for after 10 years. Yeah, it's nice book. I very enjoyed.
Oh, that's very nice. I wonder if there are contexts of these people. Did they publish some context of those people?
uh, I think it's he published just like to some part of the conversation, for example,
Ah,
and for one like to image possible like to two people sit and just like to one sentences they thoughts about some situation. Sometimes it's just like a small dialogue when photographer asks something, and like the people in photo just answer it.
oh, yeah. So pretty simple.
Yeah, but it's very like to, it's very nice idea. It's very like to resonate. It's very like to people centric, because it's just like to ordinary people. It's not like to celebrity. It's just like to ordinary people what you met around the corner anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I guess you're right. Well, anyways, I have to go to sleep now.
Yeah,
Thank you for the
yeah,
conversation.
yeah. It was nice, nice talk. Just it will be nice if you want to talk next. Just follow and just join for this voice room next time when I'm started. Yeah.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Yeah. You too, and have a good sleep. And see you next time.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. Okay. Okay. Uh, what talk? We don't have another. We don't have any another people here. We just wait like 1 minute. If you know one, join here. I just like to end this session and go to sleep too, because it's so late for today. And yeah. Okay, I just add some basic step that I did in this application. Just apply some achievements to make my lighter voice room more more high status, and now I have to level 10. I think it's some influence when you start voice room, they just move to the top of lighter voice room list. Okay, I think I should be end for today. It was nice talks, especially we have one participant with that we speak. Yeah, okay, I think it's time to complete today's session. Okay, yeah, it was nice talk, nice conversation. If you enjoyed, just like to put the like under this video if you watch on YouTube. Subscribe, don't miss to future live streams, and see you next time here on Bookshelf Babble podcast live session in HelloTalk application. Okay, see you, goodbye.
Flip the pages, hear the sound of time. Stories weaving words that climb. Whispered tales in a cozy nook. Welcome to the magic of every book. Bookshelf babble, take the stage. Turn the chapter, fill the page. Laughter, wisdom, stories to spare. A podcast world where books are everywhere. From paperbacks to leather spines, mysteries, thrillers, and classic lines. Stories crackle, voices ring. Dive on in, it's a podcast thing. Adventures waiting just one word away. From Austen's romance to Hemingway. Gather round, it's the bookish delight. Unfold the tales under podcast light.